कुन्देन्दीवरसुन्दरावतिबलौ विज्ञानधामावुभौ शोभाढ्यौ वरथन्विनौ श्रुतिनितौ गोविप्रवृन्दप्रियौ मायामानुषरूपिणौ रघुवरौ सद्धर्मवर्मोहितौ सीतान्वेषणतत्परौ पथिगतौ भक्तिप्रदौ तौहिनः ब्रह्माम्भोधिसमुद्भवं कलिमल प्रध्वंसनं चाव्ययम् श्रीमच्छम्भुमुखेन्दुसुन्दरवरे संशोभितं सर्वदा संसारामयभेषजं सुखकरं श्रीजानकीजीवनं धन्यास्ते कृति पिबन्ति सततं श्रीरामनामामृतम् श्रीरामनामामृतम् मुक्तिजन्ममहिजानि ज्ञानखानि अगहानि कर यह बस सम्भुभवानि शोकासी सेयकसन जरथ सकल सुरवृन्द विषमगरल जहि पान किया तेहि न भजसि मनमुंद को कृपाल शंकर सरिस कुंवर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई तन की जय हरित भूमि तृणसंकुल समुझि parahi nahi panth. All the trees and all the plants and grass and everything grew up in the rainy season. Now the road became covered up. Can't see any road also. Then how? Je pakhand badate gupta hoi sadagranth. A sad line. That in this Kali Yuga, when all pakhand mat, here bad, pakhand bad, means all bad means vad, like Dvaitavad. So here pakhandavad. So when all this pakhanda means all these heretic views, atheistic views, all people have all sorts of worldly, materialistic views, all of these things, they become covered up in this. Aajkal ka zamana. Covered up in all this modern day time, Because people are proud to say, I belong to atheist. I go to atheist church. So, what is going on here is, Bhagavan is taking respite in the rainy season. He has already made a treaty and a pact, agreement with Sugriva. He'll remove Bali, and Sugriva will help him to find Sitaji. So Bhagavan has fulfilled his part of the bargain already. The Lord always fulfills his part of the bargain first. In life in general, if you see, the Lord fulfills his part first. It is only this human being, he lags behind. God gives and forgives, man gets and forgets. This is what happens. So, Bhagavan has fulfilled his part. Now, he's taken this respite for the rainy season. And as the rains are coming down, Bhagavan is looking at all these things in nature, the changes that take place in nature in the rainy season. Varsha Ritu, it is called, rainy season. And he's comparing all of those things to the spiritual path. So you have some people on the spiritual path who are very progressive. Some of the spiritual path, instead of progressing, they regress. Like that. So he's all of nature also reminding him of this whole spiritual path. That is what is going on here. When the grass grow up in the rainy season and cover all the roads and everything. That's how all the Sadgranth, all the good Shastras and everything get covered up in this Kalyug by a Pakhanda Vada. Pakhanda means all deceitful also. Pakhanda is a broad word. False, heretic, all such Vada. And not only that, you see, some people present their point of view so well, and that is totally false and baseless and everything, and they present it so well to the world, and the whole world follows also. Yeah, that kind of thing. That's Pakhanda. So, Bhagavan continues now on this. Right, that is after number 14 in Kishkinda Kand. Tulsi Ramayana. दादुर धुनि चहु दिशा सुहाई वेद पढ़हि जनु बटु समुदाय नव पल्लव भय विकट अनेका साधक मन जस मिले विवेक अर्क जवास पात बिनु भयउ जस सुराज खल उद्यम गयउ नहीं दूरी करई क्रोध जिमि धर्म ही दूरी शशि संपन्न सोहमहि कैसी उपकारी कै संपत्ति जैसी निशितम घन खद्योत राजा जनुदम्बनी माजा महावृष्टि चली फूटी खाई नारी कृषि निवारहि चतुर किसान जिमि पदमाना देखिया धर्म पराई ऊषर वर्षई तृण नहीं जामा जिमि हरि जन ही उपजन काम विविध जंतु संकुल मही भ्राजा प्रजा बाढ़ जिमि पाई सुराजा जहाँ तहाँ रहे पथिक थकी नाना जिमि इंद्रिय जन उपजे ज्ञान कबहु प्रबल जहाँ तहाँ मेघ बिलाई जिमि कपूत के उपजे कुल सद्धर्म नसाई सियावर रामचंद्र की जय कबहु कदिस कबहुक प्रगत पतंग विनसय उपजय ज्ञान जिमि पाय कुसंग सुसंग सिया रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय देव की जय बोलो Dadur Dhuni. Dadur means a frog. Frog. Dadur. But the other part of the line is even better. That will be your favorite line. Let's see. Dadur Dhuni, the sound of frog. That means what? Croaking. Sound, because frogs croak. They don't sing, you know. Dadur Dhuni. Chahu Disa Suhai in the rainy season. The frogs croak like anything. In the rainy season. How? Veda Parahi Janu Batu Samudai. Like all the brahmacharis chanting Vedas in the morning time. And all the other people have to bear that. Parahi Janu Batu. Batu means brahmachari. Samudai, when they ikatte karke have come together and then they go, Om Sasrashi Sha Purusha Sastraksha Saspat, and they're going down like that, and like frogs croaking. Veda Padhai, chanting. Navapallav, no, see, means when he heard all the frogs croaking, it reminded him of brahmacharis. But in Bhagwan Ram, I told you now, if you wear yellow goggles, you see everything. Yeah, when people have jaundice, they see the world yellow. That's not true, but they say, people say, that's the example used, right? The example used in the tradition, when people have jaundice. Jaundice is the correct pronunciation? Yeah, because you American people have some other pronunciation for everything, you know. In Trinidad, jaundice. In Trinidad, people call jaundice. But anyway, now, if you wear yellow goggles, you see everything yellow. You wear red goggles, you see everything red. If your mind is, see, once, Eknathji Maharaj was writing Ramayana. You know, this Ramayana, so many saints have written Ramayana. So he was writing, and then when he reached the portion where he was describing Lanka, Hanumanji's journey to Lanka and all that, then he wrote there, when Hanumanji landed in Lanka, he saw nice red flowers in Ashok Vatika. So while he was writing Ram Katha, that time Hanumanji was present there. Because wherever Ram Katha is going, Hanumanji comes there. So Hanumanji heard him chanting this line now. And the line is saying, Eknathji is writing about the Katha which happened already, like Tulsidas is writing about what happened already. So Hanumanji heard this. He heard him singing. Hanumanji said, no, there were not any red flowers, there were white flowers. So, no, he wrote that they were white flowers. Hanumanji said, no, they were red flowers. Like that. Then anyway, two of them had an argument now. Hanumanji said they were white flowers. Eknathji said, he wrote there that they were red flowers. So Hanumanji said, look here, I'm telling you they were, which one? I mix up again. Yeah. I'm telling you they were red flowers. Eknathji said, I told you they were white flowers. Hanumanji, I told you they were red flowers. Then Hanumanji finally, look here, who went Lanka, you or me? So Eknathji said, you went Lanka, but I'm telling you still that they were white flowers. Hanumanji said, no, I told you they were red flowers. Then they said, okay, let us go by Bhagwan Sri Ram. He also went. Bhagwan Sri Ram also went there. So they went to Bhagwan Sri Ram and asked, no, they were white flowers or they were red flowers in Ashok Vatika? Because he's telling white, I'm telling red. Bhagwan Ram said, both of you are right. For the saint's heart that is pure, he is pure white everywhere. And Hanumanji, because he was fighting with all of the Rakshasas in Ashok Vatika, his eyes became red. And because of the red eyes, he saw red flowers. The idea in that story, and the idea throughout the Shastras, as is the color of our mind, so we see the world also. If our mind has evil, we see a lot of evil in the world. If our mind has goodness, we see goodness. See, Bhagavan says, Suhai, the croaking of frogs for the ordinary person is an awful, undesirable noise. Right? But Bhagavan Ram's heart and mind is so pure, so sweet, that the frogs also croaking now. See, in the first line it says, Dadur Dhuni Chahu Disa. Chahu Disa means in all directions. Chahu literally means four directions, but all directions. Chahu Disa, all directions. Suhai. Suhai means beautiful. What is given in English? Delightful. See? Suhai. Delightful, beautiful, nice. So, because the mind of Rama is like that, he's croaking of the frogs. And it is said for saintly people, every noise is music. Every noise is music. Because after all, the noise is produced by who? Prakriti. Prakriti is what? Bhagavan's power. Bhagavan's Shakti. So, anything that is produced by Bhagavan's Shakti, how it will be ugly? There is a nice story of a dervish. What is a dervish? Some Jewish monk kind of something. he was trying to meditate one time. And there was one frog started outside his window. Then when that frog started, the other frogs heard, like when the village dogs start barking? When one dog started barking, then Rama. So anyway, one frog started croaking. Then other frog. And they're going like unison, like they're playing in a band also. They're timing, And in Trinidad, frogs go pundanak. Trinidad frogs make, I don't know where they get that from. Whoever made up that thing, they never listen to a frog. Where you ever hear a frog go pundanak? Anyway. And so they made up that for us to laugh only, I think. So the frog started and the dervish heard this thing, not that disturbing meditation, because he now only sit down to meditate there, and this frog making this big croak outside the window. Then the other frog started, and then now all his meditation disturbed. So he writes in his memoirs that suddenly it occurred to him one day that really there is a philharmonic orchestra going on there, and he just is one among the whole. And then he found his place among the whole. He found his place among the whole orchestra of nature. And then the croaking of the frogs thereafter became music rather than disturbance. But one has to find oneself among things like that. And that's why nature, ashramas are usually in secluded areas and in those kind of things. Nowadays, we have ashram in Mumbai, too near the airport. Anyway, the ashramas came before, the things came after, isn't it? Ashramas are usually in secluded places so that one can feel one's oneness with nature. But Rama, hearing the frogs now, reminded him of nice brahmacharis chanting Vedas. Navapallava bhai betapa aneka, and now all the new leaves and grass and bush and shrubs and all little saplings and shoots came out. Navapallava bhai betapa aneka, various aneka, countless types. Then sadhaka mana jasa mile viveka, navapallav, new. Just like when a sadhak now discovers spiritual wisdom, viveka. So some new thing he discovers. He starts seeing the world anew. When one achieves spiritual wisdom, one starts seeing the world anew. Just like when all the new leaves and all things come out on the tree in the rainy season, everything looks anew. Like that kind of description. Start seeing. Like when a person gets spiritual wisdom, he sees everything anew. Arka java sapata binu bhayau jasa suraja khala udyama gayau. Arka javas. Arka, is one? Arka is akka. Akka is this madar. Madar, we have a tree here in the parking lot. You go, you will see there. Madar. Some type of madar plant like that. Arka. And javas is also some other type of bigger tree. Smaller leaves and all. So in the rainy season, it is said that these two, they lose their leaves. Arka javasa pata binu. They lose, pat means leaf, patra. They lose their leaf. They become leafless. Pata binu. In rainy season. Now the only two that lose their leaves in the rainy season. Then, what it reminded Bhagavan Ram of? Jasa suraja khala udyama gayau. Like just in Suraj. Suraj means in a kingdom where there is good kingship, where the king rules properly. Where the king rules properly, that time, khala udyama gayau means all the evil activities of these all gunda, khala, wicked people, khala. All the evil activities of khala, wicked people, what happens? They all go away. When there is righteousness in the leadership, in the rulership, when there is righteousness in the heart of those who rule, those who lead, then all wicked things vanish. So it has to be with the leaders. Wicked things vanish that time. So now the rainy season then is compared to a suraj. When the rainy season comes, these two plants lose all their leaves, like the kingdom loses all its wickedness, all its corruption and evil when good rulers come. But when you change one wicked group and put another wicked group, then only wickedness only goes, wicked one after the next. So the two plants are just used for color, wicked. Now, khojat katahu milai nahi duri karai krodha jimi dharamahi duri. And he says, now on the rainy season, if you look, khojat means you search. For what? Katahu milai nahi duri. To search for duri. Duri means dust. In rainy season, where you find dust? No dust. The rain comes and washes away all the dust. Khojata katahu milai. No matter how much you search, you will not get any dust anywhere. Sand and dust and all that washes out in the rainy season. So he says in the same way, karai krodha jimi dharamahi duri. And in the same way, when there is anger in a person, when a person is angry, you search as much as you want in that person, you cannot get any dharma. Same way. That is the idea. Where there is anger, you can't get dharma. Where there is rain, you can't get dust. See? When a person gets angry, he forgets all dharma, Dharma gets thrown out the window. It means correct behavior and righteousness and propriety and all that. Sasi sampanna soham mahi kaisi. Now, in the rainy season, sasi sampanna means the sasi means anna, grains. Sasi. Anaj, grain, corn, and all those kind of things. Sasi. So when in the rainy season, now all these things flourish, isn't it? Sasi sampanna. Mahi means the earth. And so beautifully, all of them flourish. Kaisi? How? Upakari kay sampati jaisi. Just like upakari means a most generous man. A most generous person. Upakari. Kay sampati jaisi. When he gets wealth. A generous man, when he gets wealth, he shares the wealth generously with everybody and everybody flourish. So in the same way, when the rainy season comes, all the fields flourish like that. Nisitama ghana khadyota viraja. And in the darkness of the night, in the rainy season, khadyot come. Khadyot means firefly. Firefly. Firefly, you all have seen here? Yes. Here we call them jugnu. And there are two types here you have not seen. Two types you have seen or one type? There's a nice pet one. That little one you may have seen. Like this. And there's a nice bigger one here. Called labe. Sometime in Tapovan I had shown, you all were not there. Nice big one, like a pet, about that size. And he makes some noise also. You could catch him and put him in your pocket. And you put there, you'll see he blinks, you'll see blinking. Huh? And very, very nice. They're very peaceful fellows. So, in the night time, they come out in the rainy season, here he's saying now, this jugnu. Jugnu is Hindi actually. Yeah, jugnu is Hindi. Nisistama ghana khadyo tabi raja. They flourish in the night time. But how? Janu dambinha kar mila samaja. When? Like when? I'll tell you what. I do not know why Tulsidas ji. Well, there will be symbolism, but I'll tell you. In Sundarkand we'll see, Sita ji tells to Ravana, you stupid. My Ram is like Surya Bhagwan and you are like Khadyot, the exact same word. Means like this firefly. Huh? It means to say, in the Ramayana, Tulsi Ramayana, this firefly is used as to indicate something negative or somebody negative. Why? Because it flourishes only in darkness. If there is no darkness, you don't know that there is a firefly also. You see that how? If you don't see any darkness, if there is no darkness, firefly cannot flourish. See, means just like ignorant, arrogant, foolish Ravan, who flourishes only in the darkness of ignorance. That is the idea. So she calls him the same Khadyut. So, such people, here is called Dambi. Dambi means hypocrite. How is hypocrite? See, Tulsidaji's words and all, how so much of Upanishad and Vedanta, everything is inside of there. It is like this. Now see, you have to go back. Back, now, back up. Dambhi means what? And hypocrite means what? Hypocrite means he is one thing, but he is pretending to be something else. All jivas are Ishvara, pretending to be jiva, but that can only happen in the darkness of ignorance. That is how Khadyut becomes Dambhi. You get that thing? The jiva is really and truly is Ishvara Amsa Jiva Avinashi. The jiva is really Ishvara. But in the darkness of ignorance, he is flourishing, and flourishing as an ordinary jiva. In other words, he is one thing taking himself to be something else. So, that is called a Dambhi, a hypocrite. And he can only flourish in darkness, just like the firefly can only flourish in darkness, like that. If this Guru Parampara is not there, you will not know why. Okay. Nisitama, you see, in the darkness of the night, Nisitama, Ghana also, thick darkness of the night. Khadyot Viraja, the firefly flourishes there, shines. Mahabrishti Chali, Huti Kiari, and a heavy downpour of Mahavrishti, in the torrential downpour of the rain. What happens? Kiari means all the what you call the fields, they breach their borders, so much of rain. Banks burst and they breach their borders and all that. And then, Jimmy how? Sudantra bhaye bigarahi nari. You see Tulsidaji. Like when women get too much freedom and break all rules of propriety. Why this tradition has this thing inside of it, You have to see the utility value in it. Because this tradition recognizes, and the Western traditions also have picked it up but just cannot control it. This tradition recognizes that in the protection of society, means in the passing down of tradition and values and really in the upkeep of society, the women and the mothers are more important. Because men, being as foolish as they are only engaged in fighting. Really. All history, men always in fighting. And it is women who brought up children with the right values, brought up children properly. And it's women who transfer language. A child learns to speak from his mother. That's why it's called mother tongue. So it is women who really keep the society going. So now the tradition has recognized that from the dawn of civilization. But it is women who really keep things going. They keep the household, they keep the traditions, they keep the rituals, they keep the values, they do all that. And rightly so also, because a child's first guru is his mother. So that when women have forgotten that and has taken on all the liberties of men and start doing what men do, then what will happen to all of those values and traditions and all the things that they traditionally guarded and transferred down? What will happen? And that's why society is where it is. No matter what that father may be, how Bhagavan Shri Krishna describes in Bhagavad Gita? Sudurachari. But if that mother is noble, that mother is good and noble and upright, that child will always turn out to be good. Now that will make good society, isn't it? So this tradition recognizes this thing. So therefore it goes on speaking like that every time. And now he's saying that, like when women get too much freedom, and start doing everything as men do, then what happens? Some part of societal protection is lost. The society not only protecting from warriors and invaders and all, that's one type of protection. What about the protecting of values and protecting of all the traditions and all the heritage and protecting of language and protecting of goodness and softness and all such things? But that will all go. Uha poha vichakshana, I told you. And Tulsidaji writes like that. So, Jimmy, what is that? Jimmy Sutantra Bhaye Bigarahi Nari. Like when women get freedom and then get spoilt. That is it. Krishi Niravahi Chatura Kisana Jimmy Buddha Tajahi Mohamada Mana. Like when, no, Krishi means the agriculturist. What you call it? Farmer. Krishi. The farmer. What they do? Niravahi means they weed out. Nikalna, nirana means to weed. When they weed out all the undesirable weeds from around their plants. Chatur means the wise farmer. If you want the farm to grow nicely, you have to weed out all these undesirable weeds. Kisana, from his field. Jimmy Buddha Tajahi Mohamada Mana. Just like. The Jimmy word means like, just like. Jimmy. Every Jimmy is not a man name. Every line has Jimmy, you think it's somebody's name, Buddha means a wise person, a wise sadhak. Tajahi, how he drops moha, mada and mana. How he drops delusion, arrogance and minus or pride. Arrogance and pride and all. In the very, like how the farmer weeds out all his undesirable weeds and throws them out. In the very same way, the wise sadhak, he weeds out all his undesirable qualities from his heart and throws them out. Then, dekhiyata, it means now Bhagavan Ram is seeing the farmers doing that, or seeing the people do that in the rainy season. So that reminds him of that. Dekhiyata chakrabaka khaganahi. Now it says in this rainy season, you look around, we don't see any chakava bird. Chakava bird migrates out maybe. Chakava bird, they migrate south in winter time. I've never those other American birds, they migrate and come down to Trinidad for the summer, for the winter. So the Chakava bird in rainy season, he also migrates. Two Canadian ducks coming down to Tobago for vacation. Like that. Two of them. So one of those American fighter jets, Fighter jets, like that, he passed those two ducks. So one duck telling the next duck now, wow, that fellow like he in a real hurry. He seems to be in a real hurry, That other duck said, yeah, you also will be in a hurry if your tail on fire. Because when from back of that jet, that fire comes out, How that came? Duck. Migrate. Migrate. Yes. No, Chakravaka, Khaganahi. In that season, all the Chakravi bird gone. Then, that reminds Bhagavan Ram of what? Now see, the awareness of the Lord also, but how it is now, I am not hearing any Chakava birds. Chakava birds gone. How closely aware he is of nature also, you see? How many birds here? You ever get up any morning? I'm not hearing this bird today. Today I'm not hearing this bird. See how Rama is so much aware of, and this bird is now stopped. He was there all the time. Suddenly, gone. It's how these days, actually I don't know when, since I came back from that last trip to Toronto, it have a corn bird that's come here, it's a younger one. And that fellow was sing real nice. He'll be flying around this area here. To this evening he was there also. A younger corn bird, he is not fully grown yet. But so sweetly he sings. And some of his songs are close to the maka also. Some of his sounds that he makes. So Bhagavan was so aware to see them. Chakawa gone. How? Kalihi pai jimi dharma parahi. Like how in the Kali Yuga, in our Kali Yuga today, dharma gone in Kali Yuga. All dharma fly away, migrate. Ushar barashai trina nahi jama. And when he saw this rainy season, in Ushar means a desert barren soil, right? No matter how much rain falls in that desert barren soil, no grass grows. Like in Trinidad, we say grass doesn't grow on bottle. So in barren soil, desert-like soil, no matter how much rain fall, no grass will grow. Now, what that reminds him of now, he says, Jimmy, again, like, a Harijana here, upaja nakama, like a bhakta of Hari, no matter what evil thing on this world, that like karma, etc., that karma will never take root in his heart. But he has to be a bhakta of Bhagwan. So the grass will not take root in that barren soil. So in his heart, karma, desire, lust, greed and all this will not take root in his heart. Who? Harijan. Harijan means Haribhakta. Haribhakta. Bivida jantu sankula mahibhraja. And in the rainy season, Bivida jantu. Countless creatures. Bivida, various type of jantu, creatures. Sankula mahibhraja, they shine. Bhraja, shine, like I mean they flourish on the earth. How? Prajabad, Jimmy, Pai, Suraja. Like when a kingdom gets a good king, how people flourish in that kingdom. All the people migrate to the kingdom. Not the people from other kingdoms want to come and live there, where there is prosperity, when they get a good king. So in the rainy season, all animals, creatures flourish like that, like a prosperous kingdom with a good king. People flourish. Jahata rehe pathik thaki nana Jimmy Indriya Gana Upaje Jnana. And Jahata rahe pathik thaki nana, wherever all the travelers, wayfarers, pathik means the one who is traveling. That's there in the Mangala Charan which we are chanting also in the previous Kanda, that Rama, who is Pathika, one who is going on the path. So here also Pathik. Jahatah rahe, Pathik, wherever all the wayfarers stop, Takinana, in their respective place, means tired, out of what? Fatigue, they stop for their night's rest. How? In this rainy season, when they stop for their rest somewhere, Jimi Indriya Gana Upaje Jnana. How all the senses come to a rest when Jnana comes. When a person who has knowledge, who gets knowledge, all his senses come to a rest. His sense doesn't want to go here, go there, have this, have that, jump here, jump there. The sense organs come to a rest, like that. Like all the travelers come to a rest. Kabahu prabala baha maruta jahataha mega lahi. And in this rainy season, these clouds are there, and sometimes forceful wind, prabala baha maruta, a forceful wind. Kabahu means sometimes. Kabahu, kabahu. Like kabhi kabhi. Kabahu. Sometimes. Prabal, powerful. Bahab, maruta. Blows, that wind. Forceful wind. Then what happened? Jata mega bilahi. It scatters the clouds everywhere, here and there. Some strong wind. How? Like what? Jimmy. It's like Jimmy. Kaput ke upaje kula sad dharma nasahi. Oh, terrible, you know. Like when some really bad son is born in that family, he wastes that family. He makes all sad dharma nasahi, destroys all goodness in that family. And then parents also allow that thing, you know, because parents give him too much dular. He is already born with durguna, but parents also give, see, dular. When durguna is born with, they give dular. Now, all that durguna, he makes that family. In Trinidad language, we say, he make everybody come wrong. Those of you my age or the older, you go know it. Make everybody come wrong. Huh? That's the same thing what Tulsidas was telling yesterday. Sabahina chavat Rama Gosai. Daru Joshit ki nai. Make everybody dance. So this boy, born in this family, with all durgunas, and then given by that family, because it's the family's fault. If you train him from small, everything will be okay. You'll be able to pacify those durgunas and all that kind of thing. But usually when children are born, the parents get, मुन्ना खाओ पियो मैं किसके लिए काम कर रहा हूँ आपके लिए drink eat अरे spoil मुन्ना so he already has these durgunas now Munna wrecks the household make everybody come wrong kula sat dharma nasahi destroys every sat dharma in that family. Kabahu divas, just like that wild wind comes and scatters that clouds everywhere. That's the metaphor. Kabahu divasa maha nibida tama kabahuka pragata patang. Then he says in this rainy season, and just like this is like Trinidad, because Bhagavan is in South India now. Kishkinda is in South. So the latitude is more or less same, very similar latitude. So here also, what is that? What the description in that line is, suddenly a dark cloud comes and damn rain comes down. And then in another few minutes, all clear. All those who have come from outside, you witness that in Trinidad? Suddenly a dark cloud comes and covers and rain comes down. And next minute, Surya Bhagavan comes out there nicely. So, he said, now that is what, let her remind Rama of what now? In second line he says, Binasai upajai, see Binasai means vinash. Binasai means vinash. See, if you look at the letters carefully, in vinash, Sanskrit, right? Which word you know? So the V has become B. Right? The Na is there. And the Sha has become Sa. And we have just lost an A. That is all. But you can see the word in there. I told you if you learn the Sanskrit properly, you will recognize all the Binasai. So it's called Binasai. Right? But you just lose some changes and you lose some of the, but all the word is there. V has become B. And Upajai means the birth of. One is the destruction of and one is the birth of. What? Gyan Jimmy Pai Kusanga Susanga. Like a person who finds himself in Kusanga, all his gyan becomes destroyed. And a person who finds himself in Susanga, he gets gyan. So there is birth of gyan. And the other one, there is death of gyan. So Binasai, death. Upajai, birth. But it all depends on what? The Sangha. Susanga or Kusanga. That is the idea. So when he sees now, suddenly the rain comes down and there's a change. Then that that is destroyed, and bright sunlight comes. And or if the dark cloud comes, there is destruction of the bright sunlight. If the bright sunlight comes, there is destruction of the dark cloud. So one gets, when one comes, one goes. So here also, if that person has the correct sangha, then there is birth of gyan, which is like the brightness. And if that person has kusanga, there is death of gyan, that is like the dark cloud. You see? The section here is a section which is never taken in Ramayana Yajnas, and nobody takes. People like, in Trinidad, people like Shabari and Kewat and Sugriv and Bali and Dharam, Hanumanji and all. But these type of things, they are nice because Bhagavan also includes a lot of Vedanta in it. See, Gyan and Agyan, they are symbolized there, isn't it? All right. I think Guruji also would have done a commentary on this section. I'm not sure. In our Ramayana, on this particular section. All right. We shall see more of this tomorrow. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.